Do you know what, I love this. So, you know, our plan comes together, look. That's on full spin there. Not moving an inch. Perfect, all plumbed in. Good use, isn't it? Good use of the space. Rather than that being there, do you remember that was where it was gonna be, that and the dishwasher? And because I had all that plumbing behind, it would have stuck out like this far, because there was that waste pipe and whatnot behind. So I think that's much better. Listen to that, that's on full spin and it's pumping. I think that's reasonably quiet. Do you know what I mean? So what's next is from this edge here, they get 2 bits of wood, screw them to the floor, straight through, across and across. And when the dishwasher comes in, it will slide in. It won't be able to veer off either side. It will stay exactly straight because of the 2 bits of wood that it's wedged between. And then that way, when you pull the door down, it isn't going to move anywhere, the angles, etc. Shut up. Pleased about that? They're the little things that I like. I enjoy things like that. Right then, I'm going to show you a little bit of thinking behind this bathroom, what we're going to try and achieve before I start anything, before I get anything in. So, what I've done, as you can see, I brought up hot, cold and a flow return. That's from downstairs, it's down there. Temporarily, just to get the heating on downstairs, I just put some fun vents in here, just to sort of get all the air out of the system, fully test out to this point. So that's all live at the minute. So what I'm going to do, when I do the upstairs heating, I'm going to bring the pipework back to here and obviously drain down and get rid of them, connect onto that. So I've got radiator upstairs. So in this box in here, I'm going to be running the flow returns upstairs for a radiator that's up there. I'm going to put 22s in, even though it's 1 rad up there, because you know, we're going to do a low temperature heating design. So it's only going to be running at like 50 degrees. So you need a higher diameter in pipework there to achieve that. Yeah, that's going to go in here. Now, what we've done to begin with is leveled this floor out. So, give you an idea of how out of level it was. These new timbers that we've bolted on and glued are level. They're level right across. And to give you an idea, you can start to see how out of level the existing floor was. And look, especially here, I mean, got a bit of plaster in there, but look, I can nearly fit my finger in there. That's how out of level that is. So we're going to obviously take a bit off the door, but that's going to be nice and level. We put bits of ply down, and all we've done is run a new waste to outside for the basin and the bath. Now, how we've laid this out is they want a big bath put in and a shower above the bath. So we've got an 1800 bath that's going to go there. Now, we've centered it in this room, and what we're going to do here is bring a box in out here. That's going to have the valves in the wall and everything like that. Got also a riser, as you can see, for the electrician up into the loft, and that's going to put my heating pipes up there as well. We're going to have a wall hung vanity basin here. Now this wall's so thin. See, I didn't really want to chase the entire waste pipe in there. It'll just take all the strength out of it. So we're going to bring this box in out half height and marry up to there and bring that basin out there. And then what we've got is an 1800 bath. We've got the equal amount of boxing either side. We're gonna have a niche in the wall here for the shampoo bottles and whatnot. And then this side, what I'm gonna do is bring this out, so it's the same height, but bring the boxing out to there, but right across, so it's gonna finish the same height as the windowsill. What this does here is this gives actually a nice, it'll end up being a nice, like, deep windowsill here. People love that. They put plants on there and all sorts of bits and pieces. So it's going to come out that height. We're going to go right across with that. And then that's also going to conceal my toilet frame that's going to go in there. Now, I've got a little bit of messing about with that because this is the old cast iron stack pipe here, and I don't know if you can see it, but in here, oh, you can see, just about, I can't build a bit, it goes into the flat roof there. So I can't alter that on the outside. So I'm gonna have to come off of that cast iron pipe here and make that work. So we'll dive into that later. But to get this floor down temporarily before the plastering all happened, we just glued this ply in. I got this mains pipe over to this side, and then I basically got all this to work with, and we can fill that in afterwards. So that's the plan. So you see the ceiling has had a mist coat on there. I think tomorrow we're gonna put a proper bathroom ceiling paint on that, get that all done before any sort of tiling or messy work done, just so they can paint it. Any mess doesn't affect anything. So, let's crack on. Now, this is a very basic Todd's top tip, but I feel like the basic ones help a lot of people out. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of decorating going on in here. My clients have just painted behind the wall to help me out there. A little trick, and it's something so simple, but if you just open up a rad packet like this, you just make a little hole there, These rads actually come with the little circular cutouts. Make a slit in there, get your bits and pieces out, the brackets and stuff. Making the rad, then basically you can pipe it all up, get it all ready, and then it just protects the radiator as they roll in, saves any paint or grit getting onto it. So it's such a simple tip, but it might help someone. So happy plumbing. Right, this is where I'm at with this stage. So I've been so busy trying to get things progressed over here. So just done the rad run. You can see I've got the radiators hung over there, still got the protection on them. But along this wall here, the floorboards go under the wall. So when we took up the floor, like down here, you can see we cut that line right across there. Obviously, these floorboards had to stay because they come from underneath, and some of them were missing. So there was like gaps in places. So what I've been doing this morning is we kept a load of these floorboards from the bathroom that are in here. See, it's the floorboards here. And what I've been doing is just been cutting them and repairing them. I mean, there was a couple of floorboards that were in here before. Look how badly stitch drilled these were. That was some of the existing floorboards. So I'm just trying to get rid of them. I've been taking spares out, and then what I've been doing is just bashing them through under the wall to fill in these gaps, and then just cutting new ones in. And obviously, I'm gonna leave that to them to fix it all down. It's all safe. So we're running plastic in the middle of the joist there. So that's fine, so that's gonna be under there. The reason I'm going for plastic is essentially it's budget. It's saved myself an incredible amount of labour doing it in plastic. There's nothing wrong with it, copper versus plastic, but if plastic is fitted correctly, every joint's lubed up, marked, pushed in enough, pressure tested, then I can't see what the problem is. There's a 50-year guarantee on it. So that's what we're doing there. I've got this tower on. What I had to do there was bend bits of copper down through into the other side, cut holes the other side, and then join it up in there. So I just need the valves. They came with corner valves, but because this has been plastered, it had to go down into the floor. So we wanted inline valves here. And now the bathroom work begins. Right, so I'm starting the bathroom in here, and I've got this wall hung frame that's going in. Now there's a huge bit of difficulty with the cast iron pipe that's coming out from outside. Now I can't change the pipe on the outside because it's in the roof there, so I can't get to it in this flat roof. So I'm gonna have to adapt it this side. Now with a lot of thinking, I should be clear that that's not a standard 4-inch pipe like that. That was in there, so you get an idea of the size difference there. So I've been in the merchants this morning trying to think up of a nice way of getting this connected. Now, I don't want this frame that tight to the wall, not when we've got all this width here. I'd like to bring it over, like so. So I need to offset it, which is nice because as you can see, these come with like a bend anyway. So you have to get it in like that. Found think I found the perfect solution. So, found this guy in here from McAlpine, a WC Con 8F18 by the way. And this, as you see, it comes with its own Jubilee clip. Worked out, fits over there lovely. Like that. So you can see where I'm going with this. So obviously I'm going to cut that back. So I'm going to cut this rubber off, well, as much as that. So this line here, I'm going to cut that off in there. Get that over like so. Get a connection like that. Then I'm going to get this, which is a Mac link. I'm going to cut that down to about there. I'm going to put that in there, like so. So it's going to go over like that. And then out the other side of this, I'm going to cut this down to there and have that in the other side. So it's like that. And then I'm just going to place that in there, like so. So, sorry, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use, take that off of there, put it on there, push that into that, clamp that in, and then I can use that afterwards. That was my plan. So getting it all in. So yeah, gonna get that done. So on this toilet here, so that's the cast iron pipe here. That's the fitting. That gave me my depth of how far to come out the wall. Now I've squared that off. Right, where's my frame? The frame's out there. So that determined where I started the bathroom. So from here, that's where my bath's gonna go up to, and I'm gonna measure 1800 across, and that's gonna give me that boxing depth. And then whenever I lay timbers, like plates like this, what I do, as you can see here, a little bit of power grab bond. This stuff here is absolutely incredible. Honestly, I could probably just stick that and don't it, but I'm belts and braces. And get a load of screws in there as well. Comes out nice. Squashes out nice. I'm just gonna get that done and we'll see you in a minute. Right then, so that's that boxing done. Really happy with that. So happy with that. It's come out really nice. So now, once I get that boarded, I can work off of that and crack on with the other bits. Right, and as I'm closing this up, I've left this section out here, and that's because I simply want to test this bit of soil pipe behind here. So a good way of doing that is you get your grower flush pipe here, take this out of the McAlpine elbow, and that just goes over the top of that, where the flush cone would go. So that's on there. Get a McAlpine bent pan connector, push them both in like so, and when this is filled up, you can just do a nice test. Look at that, it just splashed out of there. That's a full test there. And we look behind there, we can test for leaks, which there isn't any. That's great. So now I know that's all well and good. I can close this up and crack on.